what comes out. Okay. Good, Celeste. Good to hear. Clear messages for the collective. Thank you, Spirit. Something involving a child or children. Needing to have an ego death to prevent the detriment of your life or the world around you. Going through a rebirth. This could have happened September, October, November. This past fall. Could have went through a rebirth. Let's see. Anything else? Okay, it's time for you to enter the magical door. Your manifestation has arrived. Something is entering your life. Some type of manifestation. Okay. Angel number 709. Can't ignore that. So you're the torchbearer, like the light bringer, light worker. You illuminate the way for others. So usually you got to go down a tough path. Set an example, lead by example, but then you end up enlightening, helping enlighten other people. When you see the number 709, it's a reminder of that. Okay, let me just pull this door. 1 second, child. All right, so angel number 709, something to do with a child or children. You have a manifestation that has arrived. It's time for you to enter into this magical door. Step into a new cycle. Or you stepped into one. Something involving a rebirth, an ego death during the fall time. To prevent the detriment of you, the world around you. Okay, let's see if we can get a couple tea leaf. Nope, I wasn't going here. I was going here. Thank you, Spirit. Clear messages for the collective. Welcome. A couple more oracle cards. You could drive a bike. Be wanting to purchase a bike. You could have purchased a bike. A moped, scooter, or a tricycle. Okay. Someone in the collective had a near-death experience, an NDE. Okay, drop it in the comments. Oh, Dee Dee, welcome, honey. Happy birthday to you. It's not my birthday yet. When is yours? I couldn't remember. Happy birthday to all my Capricorns. My birthday is Sunday. Dee Dee, when's your birthday, honey? The 18th. Okay, I thought you was near Aquarius, like on the cusp. Okay. So yeah, you had a near-death experience. How many have had near-death experiences in the collective? Anyone? Congo? You have. Interesting. And it changed your life? It says it changed your attitude, your feelings, and your perspective on life itself. Yes, I've had a couple NDEs. I was young. Yes, I was very young. But I remember, and it was always with water, drowning, a pool, or something like that. Yeah, in the past. Celeste, you too. Okay. Yeah. And then after that, I started astral traveling and lucid dreaming all the time, but astral traveling. And yeah. So then there's something to do with alimony and spousal support. Could also involve child support with this child here. Water calms you. Calm you. You do have a solid foundation, or you're building, you're working towards a stability. This is what you want. This is what you're seeking. What else we got here? Water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Okay, we got a water sign here. Picking up moon energy. My condolences. It could have been a loss in the collective's family or someone close to them with mortuary and funeral home here. Now the deck is getting messy. This is why I don't like going in this deck. Joanna, you are welcome to, I put it in the description tonight, mini read, question, or book a personal reading. Okay. Like so. Okay. Someone recorded, or they wanted to record you, collective, during an intimate encounter in order to exploit you. Okay? They did, or they wanted to. Okay. This is somebody who is addicted to drugs and in some type of regret or despair. I'm hearing to take it down law. If they put anything out of you recorded without your consent, it is definitely illegal. Okay. So let's see. We got a few different messages here. Where to start? I'm gonna start with the original cards that came out with this rebirth. Going through some type of ego death. So the false you, the false self, the false persona died off. You killed that version of yourself off, in order to go through a rebirth, in order to elevate, step into a different life experience. There were aspects of your ego that I'm hearing were debilitating. They weren't helping you. Detrimental. Okay, detriment. This could have happened around the fall. Thank you, Spirit. Clear messages for the collective. Can we get anything about this rebirth? Thank you, Margaret. I appreciate you. Whatever rebirth you went through, collective, this could have been a rebirth in your finances, your home life, a rebirth in your ego that had to do with your finances or your home life, the way finances or how you acquired them, or something in your ego, a limiting belief, thank you, Spirit, that may have been preventing you from achieving, or it could have been blocking something pinnacle wise, something materialistic. there was some type of accelerated motion after or during that ego death, that rebirth. So an aspect of your ego could have, it could have blocked a level of emotion. You've reached a level of emotional maturity, knowing where to appropriate and extend yourself as far as compassion, empathy. Tell me more. You could have made a decision also how you go about acquiring, what you do for money, for stability, your career, your business. I definitely could be reading for, we started the reading with saying happy birthday to Capricorn, me getting a happy birthday. And I was picking up heavy Capricorn energy. But, you know, Capricorn represents the devil card. And that talks about, you know, Capricorns are perceived to be very ambitious, hardworking. They strive to reach the pinnacle of materialistic things. Materialism can be a hindrance. They can find themselves off balance, chasing the bag, compromising integrity, authenticity to achieve status, finances. There could have been, in the past, this ego death could have had to do with you balancing out aspects of yourself. Thank you, Spirit. We have Taurus energy here as well, not just Capricorn. But I picked that up, like meditation, while I was getting the cards set up and stuff. Other than the Capricorn energy that I picked up on, like I said, we have Taurus here, heavy Taurus, and Sag. So you went through two major overarching archetypes, themes in your life in the recent past. Balancing out if there was excess in how you achieved excess, with, how can I say it? It's not in reverse, but I'm just picking up the energy of excess and you bringing it into balance as far as what you do for money, what you do for stability. Yeah, I did see stability, solid foundation out here. Okay. I'm hearing unlocking something. After that ego death, you took some type of action. New partnership, new commitment, could have been a new job, new business partner, and then you went into some type of pause or overthinking or feeling stagnant. This is self-inflicted, though. Give me one more on the Eight of Swords. It caused you to go within. Two of Swords, or Eight of Swords to the Hermit. Two of Swords is following that. Working with someone, collaborating with someone. It's like you had to do a double take, reevaluate something in this Two of Cups situation. Why was the collective feeling, or why is the collective currently feeling some type of stagnation? Coming out of the Nine of Swords in reverse, that's good. And taking action. Okay. So it was, I'm not saying it's all in your mind or in your head. You could have been overthinking something, collective, before you started taking action again, or you will be shortly taking action. But there's something going on in this partnership currently. Someone could be coming towards you still, if they haven't already, to align in a partnership, business. Could be friends. Tell me about the Two of Cups. Thank you, Spirit. Clear messages for the collective. Yes, Margaret. Okay. Six of Swords. Two of Cups. Somebody, there's something you wanted to, you either are reevaluating, somebody is leaving this partnership, job. What is this, Spirit? Two of Cups, Six of Swords. You're moving on to a different opportunity. You're having the courage to do it. Whether you're going to you're taking a new career, a new job. It's like you having the courage, the strength to do it. You're very inspired to take off in a new direction here. Something that's going to bring you more peace than this Eight of Swords and this Nine of Swords in reverse. Okay. Something about this Two of Cups. I'm not really sure what's happening. Let me see if I can narrow it down so I can move on. Thank you, Spirit. Tell me about this Eight of Wands. This is actively happening. This is current energy, collective. You're leaving something. I'm hearing it's good to sleep on something. Like, don't make emotional decisions. Sleep on it. Wait for the calm, the peace, and that assurance. And the way you know whether something is your intuition or it is fear. Trauma. Trauma will show up and cause you, it's like a certain sense of urgency and anxiety. Whereas your intuition is very subtle and it's a knowing, and that's it. So sleep on something, reset your nervous system, relax, but I'm hearing sleep on something, like rest, so that you can know whatever that was for. It was random. Tell me what this Eight of Wands is. Did you receive some type of message, communication, offer, and then decide to leave? Did you take the initiative? All the above? You intuitively know that, okay, so there's a new opportunity being presented that you're taking, you're creating. This came out last reading or the reading before that. And you intuitively know that somebody you're in a partnership or connection with, or where you currently work, or whatever the dynamic is of this Two of Cups, you know that this new opportunity is going to bring a lot of conflict. It may appear celebratory, as though you're being supported, rejoicing, happy for you, but intuitively you're being guided. This is all clarifying. This Eight of Wands, the Six of Swords, the strength and the courage to move on to this Page of Pentacles energy. You know that it's going to cause a lot of conflict and confusion. There's a level of competition. Okay. So many messages. Before we go further, tell me about, excuse me, this just came out. Let me put it back. Hermit. Tell me about the fall, September, October, November. This rebirth. Thank you, Spirit. Came back out. So, trauma usually stems awakenings. Like, is the stem the cause of an awakening? Trauma that's endured over an extended amount of time that can be relentless. You can't see your way out of something. And after so much pressure, it can trigger an awakening. That ego death. The rebirth energy that came out as far as the fall or the autumn. Okay. Let's see. Going back to that ego death in the fall, the autumn for just a second. This King of Swords, clarifying the Five of Wands. If you weren't sure of who you were or you were wearing a false mask, you definitely know who you are now. And so do the people that caused this confusion, this conflict, competition, these people that were surrounding you at that time. Tell me about it. Thank you, Spirit. This reading is all over the place. We got the Magician and the Ace, or the Ace of Wands. What's this Magician energy? Happiness, okay. 10 of Cups, 3 Cups back out here. A lot of interference in what it is you're doing, your path, your journey, this hard work that you're putting in. You bringing balance to yourself. If there was excess in chasing material things. Not everyone in this group, because I keep seeing 3s and 5s, 3s and 5s. So I'm picking up a group of people. They don't have to know each other. They can't, don't have to be related. Just different people, different aspects. Now I'm seeing the houses on the wheel. Different aspects of your life. There were people that were not really clapping for you. They weren't happy for you. Tried to do a lot of manipulation. This could have been friends and this could have been family members. Someone you have a family with, your family, friend groups, associates. Give me 1 or 2 more for the fall. Okay, the Sun. Move forward. Can't get it out, excuse me. So this ego death, whoever these people were more comfortable with the old version of you. It's like you're shaking things up. They're kind of scared of the potential that you have. A lot of competition and admiration. You have 4 major arcana come out when I asked for 1 or 2 more. You have the Sun. This is in the fall. This death, this walking away, ego death, walking away from a group was the beginning of like a rebirth. This is definitely rebirth energy with the Sun. Happiness, joy. You found balance. You were receiving support from people other than family and friend groups, okay? Recognition, reward, support, admiration, okay? And stepping into your abundance. 4 major arcana came out. So we got the Sun, the Moon, we got Venus, and we got more Sun, Leo energy here. It's beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna leave that there. What's at the bottom? Yeah, they weren't really happy for you. Five of Swords, Five of Wands. Okay. Tell me about, okay, this children, before we go to this future timeline. Some type of communication coming in. Could be court. Could be having a healthy relationship or partnership with a parent of your child. What's the Justice card in relation to child or children? Thank you, Spirit. 1 second. Sorry, y'all. I forgot where I was. I know we were talking about major arcanas in your life. We went on to these children or child energy. Some type of communication. Okay. Regarding a partnership, co-parenting, something in court, something having to do with an empress and an emperor. You could be a couple. You could be married to this person. A love contract. The parents of this child or children. What does the collective need to know about this? You're waiting to hear something. There is some information coming in with this Knight of Swords and Justice. What is this? I'm being guided back to the stability, solid foundation. Okay, a home, partnership. The end of struggle, abuse, stress, being manipulated, hurt over and over. Could be physical abuse with the way these last 3 cards came out. And I'm picking up that hurry up and wait energy. We got the Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. Which one is it? This has been a long process, but it'll be in the past before you know it. It's coming to an end though. Has something to do with a home as well. Or it could just be talking about this union between an empress and an emperor. Okay. A lot of heavy energy here. It's coming to an end. Death card, 5 of Swords, 5 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords. Whoever this person is that you have a child or children with, or could be in court with, if this is your part of the reading. They were consistent and persistent with neglect, mistreatment, just being low vibrational, okay? And then the energy I picked up off of the Knight of Wands was like not thinking things through. Very bold and impulsive with the actions that they were taking that seemed to span over a long period of time. Something you've been dealing with for a while, collective. Or you were. Okay. So this could be, whatever this communication is, let's see what this manifestation is. Because then we have, in the last row, Ace of Pentacles, King of Cups, Two of Swords. You could not know. You could be waiting. Somebody could want to ignore the outcome. Thank you, Spirit. Let's see. Clear messages for the collective. This future timeline, this manifestation that has arrived. Congratulations, you faced some type of fear. You took a leap of faith. You're being guided to. Tell me about this Ace of Pentacles. Thank you, Spirit. Hold on, hold on. Okay. Long time coming. You've been waiting. Almost ready to give up. Didn't think something was going to work out or come through. What's this King of Cups? Yeah, that's you maturely handling something. You are guarding where you appropriate this emotion, this energy here. King of Cups. And what's the Two of Swords? Thank you, Spirit. Clear messages. You're not open to this person. They may try to seduce, make up, work something out, try and get you to go along with what it is they want, what their agenda is here. What's this Knight of Cups energy? They're going to be persistent with it too. So just as an example, say something comes through in court for you, for this child, for these children. Whichever parent is on the receiving end, be mindful that the other parent is going to continue to invest and work hard in some type, the action that they want to project towards you, collective, the outcome that they want. Tell me about this Page of Wands. Thank you. They're being deceptive, manipulative. They're going to be relentless. This does have something to do with a home. If it's an amount, that was the example. They could try, say it was, I thought I saw alimony. Yes, spousal support and or child support. They could try to decrease it. Come up with all kind of excuses. Get you to agree to something. They're trying to manipulate it. They're trying to do it in the shadows. for those that it applies to. I don't know. I can't speak for this parent, but on the receiving end of raising a child or children, okay, it's pretty costly. This person feels as though they should not have to pay for your overhead, your mortgage, your stability, especially if you have a partnership with someone else. But they're the biological parent of the child, is the energy I'm picking up. It's not the other person's responsibility. It's no one else's responsibility but their own. So the energy of this spouse, ex-spouse, is if they can't be with you, they don't want the responsibility of this child or children. They only want to pour into the connection if it's going to benefit them, if they can have access to you, especially if this is a home. And then on the other note, outside of this alimony and the support and all this court energy with justice that came out, friends, family members, whoever this is that's not really happy for you, that you are currently moving away from, or being guided to. They are not a place of support, stability. It's more being tolerated than celebrated. This is celebratory, happy, reuniting, like, an event. Could be a wedding, a reunion. That's not their true feelings. This deceptive moon, fearful. It's admiration that I picked up, but envious. What's the word? Jealousy. Yes. Thank you, Spirit. Hello. Welcome. Okay. I hope that made sense. Yeah, this person's not going to give up. Tell me Spirit's advice on this portion. Deck's upside down. Hold on. Know that they want to relieve the burden. Financial responsibility is weighing heavy on them. If they do have to pay alimony, support, a mortgage, a lifestyle that you had prior to the breakup. If you are raising these children or collective, you could be on the other end of this, needing to support a child, and you're feeling some kind of way. Let's see. Let me get a vibe around it. Thrill seeking. Somebody's continuing to make these bad decisions, stuck on a cycle. Okay. It's a masculine energy. This could be the masculine energy you're involved with, male or female, or have this child or children with. Okay. You're healing. You're happy. You should be. Whoever this masculine energy is knows that they are on a negative karmic cycle here. It's not that they don't want to get off of it. They may not know how. They're reflecting, feeling trapped on some type of infidelity. Okay. What else? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the collective. They have excuses for there was infidelity, an affair. They needed to relax, to get away, to have fun, to clear their mind. These are their reasonings. All right. Something about your energy, your opportunities, what you do, how you do it. This person is resentful and envious towards you, collective, and now they feel trapped in the unforgiveness that you have towards them. It's not that you can't forgive them. Possibly, maybe they can't forgive themselves. Let's say that. Yes, definitely masculine that you have boundaries or masculine energy, father figure, discipline, authority. You drew a line in the sand. You had enough of their excuses for this thrill, continuously bad cycle, love affair energy. Okay, leaving this person feeling shattered now. Like, oh, now you upset and no, and I get so tired of reading this. I'm trying to find creative ways to say it different. Okay. Let's see. Why does the collective need to know this, Spirit? What? Spirit is saying that balance, that temperance card that came out with that Queen of Pentacles, that Ace of Pentacles. It's time to slow down, take some time for yourself, me time, get out in nature. Okay, working hard. Let's see. Where do I want to go from here? Before I get an overall outcome, because it might tie into some of this stuff. Yeah. And we already saw this person has addictions. Fear and regret. Okay, it could be a water sign. Somebody that embodies that energy. Rising, Moon, Venus, North Node. Let's get into some of these other cards. What's the manifestation? Did we ever, like, get to the bottom of that? Because I saw the Ace of Pentacles. Your door. Some door has arrived. I'm going to switch decks. Keep putting this one in reverse. Thank you, Spirit. Tell me about the, this manifestation has arrived. Is this outcome, this news? If that is the case with, we talked about children or a child. What about collective that is not involved in court regarding that? What is this manifestation? You receiving something. What's the Hermit? Okay. So the Hermit is representing of, like, I was picking up the energy of someone looking into something. It's under judgment. Heavy court energy for this child and spousal alimony support that came out. Somebody's looking into something and be open to receive. With this Six of Pentacles here. It's going to cause for celebration, and you may hold back. Be a little stingy with this blessing. You have a lot of obligations, responsibilities, or things you're trying to accomplish. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Tell me about angel number 709. The collective being a torch bearer, light worker. Yes, you are. Confirmation. Ace of Swords. You had a breakthrough. We saw that with the ego death. Could have been in the fall. Any fall. Last fall. Something significant happened. Tell me about the 709. Ace of Swords. Thank you, Spirit. The star, look at that. Just stop there, okay? You are a light worker. 709, a healer. Something that you do. Some of you could work in mortuary science. Doesn't always have to be a death. I'm gonna clarify these cards. I keep looking back over here. I'm hearing death doula, birth doula. Okay. Bottom of the deck and the Fool. Yeah, that's beautiful. So take a leap of faith. If you are getting the intuitive nudges, the knowing, you find yourself, you're a healer, okay? You find yourself being pulled to healing modalities, looking up different things. I'm seeing herbs, I'm seeing you don't have to specialize. It could just be in what you do, how you cook to heal your family, to heal yourself. But be encouraged to move forward. This has something to do with destiny, with the star card coming out, the Ace of Swords, and then the Fool. Taking that leap of faith. You have a gift. Yes, you're being called, collective. Herbs, cook, bring people back to reality. Yep. Early on my awakening journey, I had a coworker. We became kind of close during that time, and she was known as the wound cleaner. She was another nurse, but like instead of like physically cleaning out a wound, internal wounds. Her trauma was so deep. I don't know. She just knew the depths, the ins and the outs of some very painful experiences early in life. So having a conversation, working with her, people that will come into contact with her, they felt, I'm going to speak positively, they felt enlightened, they felt as though they could open up. She helped them get to the root of their wound, their trauma. So she was the wound cleaner, and I was the paradigm shatterer. And I'm not saying it right. But I definitely, early in my awakening, I would shift paradigms. Like, and when you first go through an awakening, you want to wake everybody up, you know. And as you progress on a journey, it's not your job to wake up anyone, just yourself, and then to integrate it so that you can still function and exist here on Earth. But yeah, I would shift paradigms, talking to people, and she would help clean out wounds that they had. So definitely come forward with your healing abilities. Humanity needs you at this time. Okay, let's go to these other cards. Let's start with the mortuary, the funeral home. Ace of Pentacles, Five of Cups, King of Cups, Three of Wands. Tell me about this Ace of Pentacles, this Five of Cups, this King of Cups, and Three of Wands. This reading is all over the place. Okay, so If there was a death, like I said, my condolences to the collective. Somebody could have blocked some type of abundance, or you have to stand your ground and defend something owed to you, due to you, coming to you, that came to you. But I picked more of the blocked energy behind the death, because following this Ace of Pentacles, we got somebody just in despair on their knees, okay? Who's that somebody? A Queen of Pentacles. Behind an Ace of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands. So somebody blocking some type of abundance, leaving you broken up, upset, despair, hurt. There's a water sign masculine here with justice, something working out. Tell me about this water sign, King of Cups. Thank you, Spirit. What messages? What's the water sign masculine energy? Ace of Wands in reverse. Could have been a water sign masculine that didn't take action, didn't make you privy of something, didn't give you something, bring something towards you. Notification. I keep seeing light. Thank you for the gifts. I'm like, what am I missing here? Okay. Keep seeing something out the corner of my eye. Somebody, whoever this masculine energy is, failed to take some type of action. You have to heal from this. The Star. Water sign masculine. We have Aquarius here as well. Air. Libra. One more. Chariot. Also, if this was not a water sign masculine that failed to come towards you, this is you losing some type of passion. Feeling as though you lost your passion related to a death, a loss, finances being blocked. There is balance and justice. You're waiting. Okay. Seven of Pentacles. It's clarifying the justice card. It's coming through. More waiting. Three of Wands. Tell me the outcome of this. Get out of your head. The tower has to fall. Stay encouraged. Strength card. Eight of Swords. Tower. There's like a weeding out of illusions, and got 7-7 energy, Seven of Wands and Seven of Cups, as far as what blocked this, what stopped this. And all that stuff was what had to play out in the 3D. With the goal of it happening to you, happening for you, was for you to be able to reignite and heal this passion, which you did. The Star followed by the Chariot. So you experience loss, picking up heavy Scorpio energy, 8th house. It deals with how you handle loss. And you handle it very well. Strength card keeps coming out. Queen of Pentacles keeps coming out. King of Cups keeps coming out. Very mature, hardworking. You definitely didn't deserve something happening to you like this, collective. But it happened for you. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. That's what I got from Mortuary Funeral Home. NDE. It changed your attitude, your feelings, and your perspective on life. Let's talk about it. Thank you, Spirit. Clarify the NDE for collective. She did you dirty. You know, these next couple months, with the way the planets are aligned and my understanding of astrology up until this point, we're going to go through a few months, 2 to 3 months of clearing out old patterns, blockages being removed, things falling away, finding balance with things that can be obsessive or addictive, over the next couple months before, we're in that year, the 10 or the 1. It's only 0 to 9 in numerology, so the 10 is the 1. 1 is the beginning, the magician, the manifesting, and your manifestation has arrived. All time is now, okay, but this could be in a short period of time, next few months, with the way the planets are. Okay, so the NDE I got, we have a 7 or NDE that's out here. We got a 7 of Swords and a star. I don't like that. What's this, Spirit? Okay. Good. Cycle's closing. Someone that you could have had a connection with. I automatically picked up somebody older than you, maybe somebody responsible for you. Doesn't directly have to be a parent, but in your younger years, somebody did something manipulative, sneaky, that could have led to this NDE, near-death experience. Sorry, excuse me. I'm not getting a lot of information. I don't like to go down this rabbit hole. What is this, Spirit? So we got a King and a Queen of Cups, 9 of Wands. Somebody could have been sick, which led to their NDE, I'm getting. You could have thought it was over. They could have thought it was over. But it was a near death. Part of the veil was removed when you came back. There's a lot of major arcana. Okay. So I don't know if something happened Like some type of neglect. You could have been sick. Somebody did something they thought was sneaky. They were trying to get away with something. It led to an NDE. Who was this somebody or someone's? We got a Queen and a King of Cups. Water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We also have a King of Swords. Somebody was waiting for you to die? The Hangman and Death card? But you didn't. It was a near death. Whoever these people or this person, there was a lot of questions that they had to answer. The neglect, or I'm hearing Munchausen, somebody in the collective's energy. You could have had a authority figure, a parent, somebody that caused you to be sick. What's the positive aspects of this NDE? Definitely an emotional renewal on life. But this Five of Cups, so it was like your heart felt fulfilled, renewed after the NDE, after meeting with the divine, your guides. Whatever it is that you experienced, there was an Ace of Cups. But at the same time, a lot of despair, heartache, Five of Cups around what led to the NDE. Okay. Tell me about that. The Hierophant, the Chariot, the Six of Wands. Somebody has a testimony. They need to talk about something. You may not talk about your NDE or the things that led to your NDE or what happened. Feeling, embarrassed. Maybe someone won't believe you. There won't be support. Whatever. The last card, Spirit is saying there will be support. It's like you're being guided to the forward movement, the success, the stability that came out, the life that you want is based around your soul contract. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. After you awaken, you can't go back to sleep, okay? You know that, especially once you've integrated, you've become this new version of yourself. It's who you are. You embody it now. You're being called to share your gift, share your experience. It's like you're leading a life based on your spirituality. For some in the collective, it could be religion. I'm not picking so much of religion up. The sacred texts are very sacred and valuable, yes, but I'm talking about organized religion, man-made religion. And I'm hearing it's like, who am I to embody that and to share my message, my story, or to be this healer or help people? Or you're an aspect of the divine. You're an aspect of the one. That's who you are. And I've seen the star come out twice. It's in your blueprint, your birth chart, your destiny. And you don't, the religion aspect of spirituality, like the religious constraints, may have you feeling as though you have to attain something before you can live your truth. No, you're perfect, whole, and complete in every way, needing nothing. Okay? And where you are is exactly where you're supposed to be. And you're being called, okay, to share something. I'm going to go ahead and move off of this NDE, but there will be support, the forward movement, the stability, the things that you are acquiring, working towards in this life, lie on that path. Okay. And what's this Knight of Wands? Happiness, be fearless, bold. Thank you, Spirit. Tell me about this Knight. Yeah, Knight of Wands, Knight of Swords, 10. I get the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Swords, or either the Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands together. Okay. There was like a level up in maturity too. Being, with this Five of Wands, being weighed down, overburdened, carrying other people's mess. It was like you was quick to take action, help out. You're not letting anyone take advantage of you anymore. You're not carrying anyone else's burden. That's the level of maturity. It's taking you from that knight to that king, queen energy. Yep. King of Swords came out, the Ace of Swords, and the Queen of Cups. Yeah. There was a level of maturity. Maybe if this NDE wasn't recent, reflecting on it, learning about it, integrating the new aspects of you, this new perspective, feelings, that is taking you from a more to a more mature place. Also, you could have been a young adult, teenager. When you experienced it, you are now into your adulthood, wanting to speak your truth. Talk about it, find a community. There are a lot of people that have had NDEs. Okay. All right. Let's move off the NDE. I hope that was helpful for somebody. I don't know here. All right. Last two, motorcycle, tricycle. Could have been a motorcycle accident, I'm hearing. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Moped or a scooter. And then they recorded you, or wanted to, during an intimate encounter, okay, in order to exploit you. Clear messages around this. Thank you, Spirit. What is this? Knight of Cups. You could have been inebriated, seduced. They were trying to. Create all these illusions, coming in, sweet talking you. Could have got your consent. Hopefully not. All right. And used it to hurt you, betray you. So we got the Knight of Cups, the romancer here, the seducer. Seven of Cups, being inebriated, confused, drinking. Okay. Three of Swords. Just let the heartbreak, betrayal around being recorded against your will, or trying to. Okay. Tell me about this, Spirit. Seven of Pentacles. Oh. Yep. Two of Cups. King of Cups. King of Cups is busy. This is busy tonight. Okay. Move him over. This person, you know, we live in duality. That's our reality. Some people are here to heal. Some people are here to harm. Period. This person invests. They spend a lot of time investing and manipulating to get their way. You know, what just, it boggles my mind. Ask me, you know, in general, just speaking. You don't have to lead with manipulation all the time. You might be surprised if you ask somebody, you might get their consent on something. I'm just saying that was random. Maybe that's somebody's thoughts in the collective here. But they didn't. They tried to manipulate. They lied about something. Okay, I'm seeing a red light or a green light and somebody asking, what is that? Are you recording? And somebody like, no. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Huh. Could have been promises. It won't see the light of day. You know, we're married, or I'm going to marry you, or I don't know. But there were some illusions around this connection, okay? Like made you feel real comfortable. They invest heavily. They work hard on their charm, okay? Whoever this is. Betrayal. This Three of Swords clarified by this busy King of Cups tonight. All right. Emotionally manipulative, not showing their hand, how they truly feel, what their true intentions are. Collective, you being in this healer star energy and all the good stuff that comes out, especially going through an awakening. There are some people that need you to be bite-sized. You just can't be the whole pie out here. Like, they can't deal with it. You know? And this could be... What? This just got messier. Okay. I was going to say, this could be a partner that's jealous or can't take you in your full... truth. They need you to downplay yourself. A friend could have had something to do with you getting recorded. Is what I just got with this Two of Cups and it getting messier. Let me get one more roll. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, star keeps coming back out. Well, this person's investments, before we get to this friend, or whoever this is, blew up in their face. Okay? They didn't get the outcome that they wanted. They couldn't put you through a humiliation ritual. Or if they did, it didn't have the effect that they thought it would. Okay. This Two of Cups, I was trying to narrow down. Is this a friend? A friend of a lover? Or just a lover? Like, what is this? We got 6 cups. So somebody from your past, it could be someone you've been with for a while, known for a while. Tell me more about this, Spirit. Because that friend just came out of nowhere. The Moon, secretly. Secretly, you got a friend that, for those that it applies, if it wasn't directly a lover, okay, you had an NDE. And word though, love to you, but you got to move on from out of here with that. Do you even hear that sentence? Okay. I'm not going to get up here and bash anyone's religious beliefs. Okay. But don't come through here telling me who is Lord. Lord is lowered the closest to the planet. That would be the moon. And Jesus is not Lord. Okay. Christ consciousness is within. Memphis. Okay. All right. So this last row, we got the Tower, the 6 of Cups, and the Star back out here. Did I go over the Moon, the 9 of Wands, and the 3 of Pentacles? It didn't come out the way they wanted. Secretly, they have been working behind the scenes, that they're working with you, but truly watching you struggle. Whoever this friend is, that could have had something to do with you being exploited with a recording, if not a lover. Okay. As far if it's a friend, let's move on to the lover aspect. Thank you, Spirit. Someone you could have just been friends with and took it to the next level. Something about a friend with this recording intimate situations. Yeah, whoever this is, 5 of Swords, they don't mean you well, okay? They wanted to humble you, humiliate you. The Hermit and the Hangman. Cause you to do some reflection. Could have felt stagnant, pause, not moving forward, followed the Fool or the Hangman. Not the Fool, the Hangman followed by the Star. This triggered some type of healing, awakening, a realization. You seeing this moon clear on what the intentions of this friend, lover, whatever this is, what their true intentions are. Envious. 9 of Pentacles. Thank you, Spirit. 4 of Pentacles. There's an Emperor showing up that wants to control. Could be a fire sign. We didn't have them all come out. King Cup specifically kept coming out though. Could be an Aries energy. Somebody, they could have came in with an apology after this, tried to apologize. It was not Emperor level. Whenever I see a page with the Emperor or Empress, it's just not adding up. It's insincere. Holding back, trying to control something. Four of Pentacles. Okay. Those were all the messy cards that I got out. I believe I clarified it. Let's see. Let's get some oracle card messages for the collective. Thank you, Spirit. Clear messages for the collective. Okay. Something to do with family. Is that devotion? I cannot see. Silence, treasure, and a challenge. Someone you have a family with, or someone in your family. You are being guided to be strategic and silent. You have the keys. You're about to walk through this door. This is chess. Somebody could be a Eastern Star, Freemason in this family with this chess, this checkerboard. If you know, you know. Okay. You're being guided to get to these treasures. Be very strategic. Move in silence. Okay. You could have a certain level of devotion to this family. They could use the devotion card, like pull your card. Family first. No. You first. Okay. But you're being guided to be strategic and be silent about your moves. Something to do with your treasure, your abundance here. Not everyone needs to know. Something going on with your family. Okay. Someone in your family or you have a family with. Tell me about devotion. I want one. I cannot see this card, y'all. Judgment, okay. Yeah. This devotion. You coming out of this. Being bound up. You see them all wrapped up in them chains with this judgment card. That's you chained in this devotion energy to this family dynamic. Taking accountability, calling judgment. What's this family? Adventure? Time for you to move on. Some of you could be same sex couples here. So take accountability. You want a new adventure. You want to move forward. I'm picking up family like blood relatives more so than who you have a partnership with, a commitment, who you made a family with, but that still does apply. The compass is up right here. Is that the second? That's the second door. Go ahead and walk through that door. Okay? Silently. Following your North Node. That's where your treasure, and we got early in the reading. Go ahead and enter the magical door. Your manifestation has arrived. Whatever this treasure energy is. Okay? Mirror. Treasure mirror. Getting a couple things. Your abundance, not just, abundance doesn't just mean money, but the way things align for you, how you're in the flow, it always works out. You land on your feet, however you want to say it. It's a reflection, it's a mirror of your internal state, where you are as far as your alignment. Somebody, a family member or someone you have a family with, okay, could be, you could be allowing them to block some type of abundance, treasure, by continuing to entertain that energy. Over the next couple months, you're going to be putting in the work on yourself and releasing some of the cords from family, friends, people that are on a different timeline than where you're going, collective. Throughout January, February, March. Okay. Tell me about challenge. Thank you, Spirit. Go ahead and surrender. Okay. I'm picking up Empress energy, High Priestess energy. You're very beautiful, magnetic, creative. Sorry, just in thought here. Somebody could be suffering with body image with the Empress energy. She's usually like a full figured, a woman or somebody with child, abundant. Whoever is affecting your body image, get them out of your energy. Okay? If they're affecting it in a negative way, get them out of your energy. Okay. But yeah, surrendering to this challenge. You're going with the flow. As you're going through challenges with this family, I'm hearing work, whatever these challenges are, but let me just get to the point. Comparison didn't come out. I don't have that deck out here, but these wells to this little boat, this little canoe, there's no comparison. This is when you have to surrender. Kind of stay in your lane, go with the flow to whatever these challenges are that you're dealing with. Okay? One more. Silence. Thank you, Spirit. 2023, Barbara. All of them. You got a few lingering that you be. That's right. All of them. Okay. You's a dangerous mofo. Your kids. Yeah. That's all who I got left that I still talk to. And only because they my kids. Y'all can get cut off too. With love. Yeah. Peace over everything. What's this silence energy? Sovereignty. Okay. All right. Go in and walk through this door, collective. Whatever this door, whatever on the other side, you got to put that key in there. You got the keys. I saw the Hierophant. That's somebody with the keys to the spiritual streets. The sovereignty that you're looking for. Some family dynamics you want to break away from. You feel oppressed, limited. You want to change. You don't go along with tradition. And well, this reading could be 4 hours, y'all. Let me get out these cards. Tiffany G, you cut your kids off? You're adults, then people? I need to know. Yes, they grown. Yes, mines are too. Yep, Lala. Yep. That's why we in the collective here. Spiritual. Thank you, Memphis, Tennessee. Thank you. I drove through Tennessee. Was it Tennessee? Just read that heat. I thought Louisiana was bad. It ain't have nothing on Memphis. I had a leak in my air. The front air conditioner had a leak. So it was blowing in the back, but it wouldn't blow in the front. It was like 103 degrees. I had called myself moving to Texas. I was down there a whole 17 days. Put everything in storage, including my truck, and flew back. It just wasn't safe. The person wasn't stable. A stepsister. Had financial issues. Needed money. Got me for a lot of money. And I came back up to New York. But when I went back down there to get my stuff, you're in Texas, and get my truck out of storage, the drive back, Tennessee was the hot, like I had to like just, anytime, and it's a 28-hour drive from where I came in New York. So typically I could have did it maybe, a day and a half. I took like 3 days to get up this highway. Every time the sun came up, I got off the road. I couldn't take it. Between the heat and people acting crazy on the road. But you can't. But Tennessee was hot. Yes, it's a long drive. The flight was beautiful. That drive? Oh my God. Florida up 28 years ago. And said I would never do it again. Yeah. I don't think I'll drive like that again. Not unless I'm driving to explore. Like across country. I'm just doing this. But for a quick destination, I ain't doing that no more. God. And driving a gas guzzler? No way. And then I had brought just the tarot cards and the crystals. They was in a suitcase by themselves. Airport talking about flew into LaGuardia. Talking about somebody got my bag mixed up. I said, nope, going back there, check again, because I know you ain't lose my tarot card suitcase. You can't replace that. But the cost of the luggage, I paid $500 for 2 suitcases only because of the weight, the cards and the crystals in just one suitcase It was like $225. Yeah. From Texas. Wait. To Texas from Detroit. Okay. Yes. Good luck. What airline was it? I think. Somebody that ripped me off. I flew. Because I flew her up here into LaGuardia. And then I drove there. And we drove to Texas together. When I drove back. So, was it Spirit? It was a different one going down. I can't remember, Lala. Your gift is to the point. God bless you. Thank you, Billy. Yep. I can't remember, Lala, what airline. Spirit charges a lot for the bags. I'm also, what's that American, I cannot remember. I'll have to go back in my email, but I know that trip cost me thousands of dollars up and down that highway. It was ridiculous for a waste of time. American Airlines, I think that's how I came back. When I flew down there to get the stuff to drop back. A Boeing, Bruce. I don't know. JetBlue. No, wasn't JetBlue. I know it was cramped. Gabriel, nice to meet you as well. I keep trying to read this comment. Hold on. Where'd it go? It's gone. Okay. Yes. How do you get a red eye? Like, even going back down there, I had to fly to somewhere outside of Chicago before going south on the map towards Texas. I don't know. From New York. It was crazy. Did we stop at Atlanta? Chicago, Atlanta, then Texas? Something like that, yeah. Traumatized from that flight. Okay. Collective, I hope these messages were helpful. Personal readings. You paid for a reading? You did? I got the notifications off. Forgive me. What did you... Hold on. English Rose. One second. Come on, phone. English Rose, I'm looking for. What did you cash out? Did you PayPal? Did you meet the goal? No, not the goal. Yes. Guess what? Let me look again. Oh my God, it's right in my face. Cuba. Thank you. I received your cash app. Did I close it? Okay. Yes. I will do your mini read. Thank you. I appreciate you. Yes, collective. I hope the reading was helpful, and I thank you all for being here. Excuse me, confirmation. Okay. English Rose, how have you been? You're welcome. Haven't read for you in a while. Good night, Lala. Okay. Did you have specific questions, or did you want to see what comes out? Being guided to go here. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Clear messages for Uba. Trying to figure out what kind of spread we're going to do. What's presently happening? Okay, we got the Star, past energy, the Seven of Cups, future timeline, the Chariot. What's at the bottom of the deck? Justice. We're going through major life changes here. Okay. Healing, North Node. You're a healer. Okay. That action, that balance, forward movement that you are aiming for is coming quickly. Okay. After coming out of a period of confusion. Seven of Cups. Options, choices, which leads to your justice. Okay. Let's see. Tell me about the Seven of Cups for Uba. Thank you, Spirit. So either you got clarity on some confusion, or you waited for clarity in order to take action. Either way, it ended in the past. There was an ending and a rebirth to something around confusion. What is the Three of Wands? What is it, Spirit? That page came out crossing that Six of Wands. So something came, it worked out in your favor. There was success, support. It may not have been, why is the page on the fence? Why is the page on the fence? Thank you, Spirit. Somebody is financially going through some type of hardship now. I don't feel like that's your energy, Uba. But whoever this was felt burdened to give you something, balance something out, but they had to. Okay? They had to. And you received something. Some type of abundance. They were stressed out about it. Excuse me. Excuse me. The energy I'm picking up is like an insincere apology, or they didn't want to. They didn't want to give you something. Period. They didn't want to give you something. They had to, and it came to an end. That's past energy. They feel left out in the cold now. They're experiencing some type of hardship. What's the Star? Present energy. Okay, that was at the bottom of the deck initially. I thought. Eight of Pentacles. You put a lot of hard work into healing yourself and into something you're working on. Tell me about this. Bossing all the way up. Okay. You got the Star. This is current energy. Eight of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles. So did you receive something and then invest it? And it's working out for you? Something you stayed inspired, optimistic, and hopeful to go ahead and pursue? Tell me about this Hierophant. Before I say you were led spiritually, or what is this Hierophant? Yeah, this is beautiful. This is good stuff, Uba. Like, Three of Swords. Okay, so it is a marriage, a contract. So your ex gave something to you. They were hesitant. They didn't want to do it. That chapter closed. You've invested it. You're investing in yourself, your dream, your goal. You're helping people. I do remember that. Okay. This ex, this is your glow up, all right? This is beautiful energy, Upa. You deserve this, especially after this heartache and this pain. But I want to say this person feels betrayed or something. What is the Three of Swords with the Hierophant? This ex. Thank you, Spirit. Didn't work out. And this is your level up after betrayal. They tried to get away with it. They tried to. And be charming while they did it. Okay. Then we have the Chariot. Fast action, forward movement, success. Okay. All these cards coming out. Moved on from this Emperor energy. Many cycles. Okay. And many cycles of conflict, disagreement. Okay. Just, tension, stress, fighting. Yeah. Your abundance, all this good stuff happening. If you haven't moved on from this person, you will. You're being guided to. But with all this happening and going on, you're still showing up this warm, compassionate healer energy. Oh, wow. Tell me about this. Is this Uba's energy? You meeting Uba? You got somebody new in your life? 10 of Cups at the bottom of the deck, or just happiness? Is this Uba's energy, Spirit, balanced out? Because I got the King and the Queen of Cups here. Or is this someone coming in? Type of breakthrough, Ace of Swords, and good luck, abundance, will, Venus energy. What is this? The Sun. You have somebody coming in. You met somebody. Somebody devoted, compassionate, kind, just as nurturing and intuitive as you, supportive. Oh, yeah. Clarified by the Sun and the Ace of Cups. What's the Ace of Swords? 10 came back out. They popped the question. They want a higher level of commitment. They're in support of you. They're giving you the clarity you need, the support for the success. What's the will? The Hermit. 8 of Cups. Huh? What? Uba. Who walking away, though, and calling judgment? Is it because you reflected and chose to walk away? This is your abundance now, this new connection. So essentially you got rid of someone or dealing with situations with that person that was blocking blessings, true love from coming in. All major arcana. Like, I think that's how I'm reading it. Being left out in the cold. Face your fears, the unknown. Took that leap of faith. And you're researching, or you're being guided to, or you did it already. All the things that you are investing in business and your structure, and it's going to make a lot of money, a lot of material abundance here. And it's something you do to help heal. Yeah, this is after a period of feeling left out in the cold, doing this introspection, being broke, struggling, spiritually misaligned. Like, why is this happening? Because that person was in your energy, or there was something you had to close out a cycle. Okay, with this individual. Face these fears with the moon and walk away. And because of that, calling judgment, abundance can come in. This is you I'm picking up as being inquisitive. I'm like, did the camera stop? I froze. I caught it, sorry. So after you realize that this situation or person was blocking this new connection and all this abundance, just the rigmarole, the back and forth, them owing you something and trying to hold out, and listen, it was blocking all this beautiful energy. You have a new connection, somebody on your level. And you're doing well business wise. You will be. And the last card out was justice. Not that I think we need to clarify it, but clarify justice. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. Leap of faith, Fool. So the balance, the justice, the new partnership, the new connection, all lies in you taking a leap of faith, getting out your comfort zone, making changes. That sacrifice, putting the work in on the front end before things balance out. That's what justice is saying with the Fool card. One more. Thank you, Spirit. And the state of course, Knight of Pentacles with the Fool, clarifying justice. Bottom of the deck, King of Wands, be fearless, bold, courageous. Okay. Uba, I hope that was helpful. You just started. Congratulations. I'm happy for you. You should be proud of yourself. Keep going. Because this beautiful... Let me get an outcome. Overall, what does Uber have to look forward to with this? All the beautiful things. Yes. Happy New Year. You are very welcome. Uba. Can I get one card? Happiness, celebration, joy, excitement. Uba, do your thing. That's what's up. I thank y'all all for being here. I'm going to go ahead and end the live now. I got to edit to post. It'll be on YouTube. The full video. Yep. Okay. Yes. I thank y'all for being here. Hit the subscription, follow, hit the like button. Thank you for all the gifts, the comments. Book your reading. Check out my website. It's in the description. Happy to work with you. Until then, love you all.